So our next person that we're going to talk to is Melissa Pocza. She specializes on reducing stress. And one of the topics is, how fat are they making you at work?
Come on, Burnster.
Melissa, good morning.
Good morning. How are y'all?
Hey, Melissa.
Oh, we're doing okay. All right. So let's get real about this. You know, you may have a great place to work. You may have a not so great place. You know, I've heard horror stories from some people, though. And like the amount of stress that some people have to take on their jobs. And I'm like, it's exhausting. So does it make us fatter?
I think people deal with stress in two different ways. You either are one person that you're lucky that stress just melts the weight off of you, or you're like the rest of us that it adds on the pounds because, you know, we can stress eat, and that's the biggest problem when it comes to work-related stress is the stress eating. But the second problem is not taking the time to make the wise decisions. Having such a stressful job makes you run and go.
Yep.
Next thing you know, it's 12:30 and you missed lunch, so you just grab the quickest thing next to you or closest to you, and it's probably not the best thing for you.
Okay, this scenario I'm sure is repeated day and day and day, in and out, all over the place, but are there people that end up being more impacted? Like, are women, are we more susceptible to that? Because we're kind of nurturers.
Right. I think, well, the study shows that it's men, but actually I think women do, because we're just lucky to just go straight to those horrible places we don't want it to go.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, women, I feel, and men too, but women primarily, we give to so many other things. We give to our families, our jobs, in every direction we can, our children. And then we start to miss the most important person to take care of, which is within ourselves. Mm-hmm. I think a lot of work-related stress can be reduced when you take schedule those 30 minutes to yourself every day, whether that be, and change it up. Whether that be one day getting a mani and pedi, one day meditating, one day going to the gym, whatever it is that makes you happy, that feeds you and fills your cup, you need to really do take that time because it avoids all of that accumulating and making those horrible decisions.
So, and it really does impact us, like, because you really can gain weight over time. I mean, it's not like, okay, maybe you gain some weight. This can be really serious for people.
Mm-hmm. And now's the time people really start to think about it because, you know, New Year's is come and gone and it all starts fading. You know, the gym's a little bit more empty these days because all the hype of New Year's is gone. And so it's really time to reevaluate. You know, they say, about 6 to 8 weeks, you really need to reevaluate your choices. And now's the time to reevaluate those decisions and really focus back on those New Year's and make those decisions.
So how hard is it, do you think, for people, too, when they've got their kids in the mix, you know? I mean, because, look, let's face it, is a kid going to want to eat my delicious fish that I'm preparing, 3 times a week? Or, that's what I'm thinking,
I know, absolutely. I'm a mom myself, so my kids' food tastes way better than mine. But it's hard and it's disciplined. But when we prepare for the next day, especially as a mom, I think we're great at preparing for our kids, but we really need to prepare our next day as well. Taking our time, we schedule all these meetings throughout the day. We schedule these play dates. We schedule these, but we don't schedule the time to make the important decisions. If you were to schedule or meal prep or whatever you do to make your day a lot easier and smoother, it'll help not make or grab that Taco Bell, grab this, grab that, in those last minute decisions. Or make the decisions while you're sitting down with your girlfriends at lunch. Make the right decision.
Yeah. I have started and I waited. It's been 2 Saturdays, so it's been 14 days. I waited until everything kind of settled down for me. And I actually started something. And you're absolutely right, because now that I do that, I am not making bad decisions because I have something ready to go. I started this food prepping thing.
Oh, really?
On the idea of what am I going to do to make myself feel better? Because that's what happens to me. I'm so busy all day long. And so I go through the whole day and it's 5:00 and I'm still working and I'm still talking on the phone with people. And I'm like, wait a minute, what am I going to eat? So then we go and get something we shouldn't, or we have it delivered. And it's just so it's completely different now for me. And I think I actually have more time, Melissa, now because I don't feel sluggish. I don't feel bad.
Right. And not even scheduling the sleep. I mean, I've had that life of like the 4 hours of sleep a night.
And Chad is like, Chad's shaking his head. He's like, yeah.
Yep.
That's not healthy. And when you're sleep deprived and you make those poor decisions because you're stressed, you're hungry, you're not thinking clearly. And another great factor that will help is to know your awareness, know your limits, and be aware of them. Awareness is key in everything in life. And I really feel if we were aware of our limits, like, your boss sends you this massive project and you got a deadline of 8 a.m. And you need to know that and be comfortable and speak up for yourself. Like, you know what? I think I might need a little more time. Or, you planned way too much and you've got too many kids going too many different directions. It's being aware and saying, you know what, we really need to cut this part out. And having that communication, people respect you more for setting those boundaries and being aware of your own limitations.
Yeah, because the thing is, if they keep doing that to you over and over, that's all they're going to ever do to you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because they've learned your pattern and that you'll take it.
Right.
So, Melissa, where can we find out a little bit more about what you do?
You can follow me at Real Mom Queen on social media or my website, or you can grab my book at basicb.com, basicbbook.com or realmomqueen.com.
I love it. All right, Melissa, thanks for your time today.
Thanks, guys. Have an awesome day.
Okay,
Thanks,
you too.